Miss Martin Muses, and happy St. Patrick's Day. Leila Padraig Honegwit. So glad to see you all here this morning, and let's have some celebration. We're going to celebrate some Ireland here today because, yay, Ireland, but also St. Patrick. He's really cool. Now, in 2 days, it's going to be on the 19th, St. Joseph's Day, and frankly, he's kind of cooler than St. Patrick. And I'm sure St. Patrick would have no problem admitting that, but we will celebrate that in a different way on Wednesday? Yes, because I can't count. But welcome everyone that's coming in. Tell me if you are celebrating St. Patrick's Day, if you are not celebrating St. Patrick's Day, do you have anything you have to share about Ireland, that beautiful country across the pond? We have lots of people across the pond that join us here at Miss Martin Music. So I hope you are all having a happy St. Patrick's Day. It was fun at Mass this weekend. A lot of people were wearing green. I was one of them, and also I have a Clada necklace that I was wearing, so that was loads of fun. Speaking of people across the pond, I asked, and he conjured himself, or rather, I conjured him. It is Potato Revan. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yes. Speaking of which, we all watch across the pond what's happening in Ireland. Tell us what's going on. What kind of a St. Patrick's Day are you all having here? I've been hearing rumors about Dublin, but Dublin is weird. If I hear St. Patty's Day, I will protest. Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, that's people that don't know Irish or whatever, but yeah, a lot of people say St. Patty's Day. It's like at most Patty, but because it's D for Padraig, but still, yes, it's a little bit annoying. Now, I know Laela Padraig Honegwit. How do you conjugate the last word? I think it's Laela Padraig Honegwith. I don't know. Help me out. Those of you that know Irish, let me know, because grammar is not my strong point. Hello, it is your Barmy. Thank you for being here. And it is Sci-Fi Mommy. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Good morning. Hello, humans and other critters. Yes, I have pictures of me with Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yes. We love our animals here. Yes, we do, Precious. Potato Reverend says tense. A lot of people I know are avoiding crowds because of crowds. I know, isn't that awful? And I think I know why. There might be cars. Dublin 2015 to 2016. Oh, I see. I had pictures with me in Dublin 2015 to 2016, yes. I used to go every year to Ireland before COVID. My last time I was there was 2019. I'm going to try to get back there. Probably not going to happen this year, mainly because I'm going on an Alaskan cruise, which is turning out to be a little bit pricey. Imagine that. So I might be spending my money there, depending on what's happening with our family situation, because we don't know how YOLO our YOLO is going to be. If our YOLO is really going to be YOLO, then maybe I will be hopping across the pond this summer. And hello. Yeah, threats from a certain group. You see, isn't that awful? Yeah. And we're going to get into a little bit of St. Patrick's Day. We here in America, especially the secular celebration of it, is a little bit cringe. A little bit. I mean, imagine us doing all of that on St. Joseph's Day. Though the Italians really know how to celebrate St. Joseph's Day, I'll tell you, at the St. Joseph's table and all that. If you're familiar with the actor, oh my gosh, he's so great, I can't remember his name. The one from Supernatural, Once Upon a Time. Yeah, when we were yapping, and turns out that he didn't realize that some places still celebrated St. Joseph's Day with the St. Joseph table. And I had told him that I happened to be at an Italian parish that still does that, part of their heritage. And he was very moved. So I usually send him a picture every St. Joseph's Day of the St. Joseph's table. It is Tony Almadal on this. My brain cells are still not quite working. I haven't had a lick of coffee. It is a disgrace. It's not the same now. No, Dublin is definitely not the same. Yeah, Dublin is something else. The only time I go to Dublin is I fly into Dublin, and then I take the train down to Cork, because the last time I tried to fly directly into Cork, it was a bit of a nightmare. I went through Manchester. Maybe someday I'll try to do it through Paris, I don't know, or I'll just go directly to Shannon. When are we doing part 2? Well, I was waiting on you, sir. Um, anytime, let's stay in touch. Let's stay in touch, because I know that you'd said that you were gonna be going live if you finished your book or something for your book club. Yeah. So I I leave it with you. Sorry if that wasn't clear. Maybe that I felt like that was what we're gonna do. All right. La di da di da. Morning, friends. Yes, well, good morning, everyone. Potato Reverend says, my neighbor's daughter. Oh dear, took her light last night. I have a candle lighting for her 20. Poor mite. Oh, that is horrible. Well, we will definitely pray for her soul. Yes. Gosh, that's awful. I don't know how anyone deals with that. Are you being sarcastic here, though? St. Pat had all the snakes were driven out of Ireland when it was eating corned beef and cabbage. I can see why it's a holiday. Yeah. Yeah, no, that is not really an Irish thing. Help me out, though, Potato Reverend, if you are so inclined about this whole corned beef and cabbage, because I never experienced it once. 6 years of childhood over there, and it was never a thing. Let me see. Dublin, the snakes were actually yeah, the pagans, not real snakes, yes. And corned beef is American. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Memory eternal. Yes. R.I.P. Yep, Barmy. Let's see. To be honest, there were no snakes in Ireland since before the last ice age, according to most experts. Yeah, of course. There's several legends associated with St. Patrick. That is one of them. And as much as I hate to say it, a legend is likely the Trinity. The whole Trinity, the three-leaf clover for the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. That has no documentation. That is no documentation, but it's still a pious memory. It's a pious thing. So I've got no problem with that one. But did St. Patrick actually do it? No. We also do not have documentation that he said the St. Patrick breastplate, the prayer that is associated with St. Patrick. What he did leave behind were his confessions, and I think another one. I forget what the name of the other one was, and it's no fun. So that's probably why no one ever talks about it. When I say it's no fun, it's all about I sinned. I was a sinner. I was a sinner. Oh my gosh, I'm a sinner. And all of his sinning and sins and sin. And thank goodness for God who saved me from my sin. Now, I've got nothing wrong with that as a pious Catholic. However, it's not as much fun as driving out snakes and all sorts of wild, crazy things. It's a new thing now. Not over big, but it's nice. I'm not sure to what you are referring. Are you talking about corned beef and cabbage? I honestly don't know. Help me out. What side of the aisle do you live on? It's not the Cork side. Pagans are snakes. Southeast Barmy. Oh, yes. However, they also say that all polar bears are genetically descended from the Irish brown bear. Of course, I understand now. Yes. Oh dear. Oh dear me. Let's see. I'm making pork and cabbage. Oh, understood. Understood. So you're saying it's not really a thing, but it's become a thing. Yeah, part of the reason why it was a thing in America was corned beef and cabbage and all that kind of stuff was cheap. And it's what like a lot of the Irish ate. Almost a little bit the way certain other foods have been associated with certain peoples, rightly or wrongly. What I remember from Ireland on St. Patrick's Day, to be honest, was just getting off school. It's like, woo, we get off school. They would sell clusters of shamrocks on St. Patrick's Street, so people might wear them on their labels and things. But this whole everyone wearing green, I don't remember that at all. Not at all. But the shamrocks, yes, I recall. That also might have changed a little bit over there, but mainly St. Patrick is the St. Patron Saint of Ireland. So he's like really big that way. Everyone has like a patron saint. Like in Sicily, I believe it's Saint Joseph, Saint Joan of Arc. No, wait, it's not Saint Joan of Arc for France. She's a patron saint of Mission. Oh no, wait, she is a patron saint of France. Oh my gosh. Sorry, French. I don't remember. I don't memorize everything. St. George for England. And America is actually the Lady of Guadalupe. Yes, Our Lady. The Immaculate Conception too. And that's already a holy day of obligation, so we don't go there. Slanta. Well, I won't be Slanta-ing, but for reasons. We have cookies here in our family. Sonora Poopus Kubert says, I passed a lot of corned beef and cabbage at the grocery this morning. It's not a favorite of mine. I wish they had some good fish and chips. Well, yes, that's what I associate more with Ireland than anything else. Fish and chips. Holy crud. You will have the best fish and chips you will ever have in your life if you go to like those little caravan-y things that are along the side of the road. Holy crap. There is one right now at Kinsale that's pretty much there permanently outside of town, right by the bridge that goes across to the dock beach. St. Patrick's Heat Cork is completely unsafe now. I heard about that. I followed it over by the Savoy. They have a certain line, how do I say it? A resource place. And that lots of bad things happening. I've been hearing about a lot of stabbings and even on Oliver Plunkett Street, which is wild to me. It was like the safest place on the planet before. We used to go down there as kids, for crying out loud. Take the number 6 bus from Grange all the way down. No problems. I don't know what y'all are going to do over there because it's hurting, of course, people that just want to live in peace. But also, we know how much you all depend on tourism. And how are people going to come and visit if they're not safe and if they won't make the country safe? I don't understand. I mean, I think we all know the reasons why they're allowing all of this to happen. We all know. But it's just insane. Insanity. The Nordporial Life Form says, corned beef and cabbage was made because loads of Irish lived in close proximity to Jewish communities. Corned beef is like it's like the bacon in Ireland, according to Google AI. Everyone's saying hello. Snakes. Why does it always have to be snakes? Yes. Isn't Dublin mostly hens now? I hear the Irish culture is dwindling because of it. That's exactly true. Yes. Good morning, ye pack of goofballs. Yes, hello. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Hello, Adiga Outlaw. Hi, Commander. Your Barbie says, pretty you love like I'm not entirely sure what that's all about. You love what Ireland looks like is less than unsafe. I don't get it. All right, morning, Salty. Oh dear. Oh, you. God bless you all. The potato reverend might lose it. Good morning, folk. Soul Extraction. Thank you for being here. Yes, I'm not entirely sure. All that you had to do was read. Well, I did read. I don't know what you're trying to say. Um, okay, maybe I don't okay, I'll get y'all later. So, in any case, St. Patrick, St. Patrick, he was minding his own business, hanging out in Wales, by the way. He was not actually Irish or around the Walesish area. And what happened was he got kidnapped by Irish raiders. Now, he was already a Christian, and Christianity was already in Ireland, just the way it was kind of around all that area, but it wasn't really established or big. So he wasn't like the first person to preach Christianity, but he wasn't preaching Christianity yet over there because he was too busy being a slave and a sinner, according to his autobiography. And that's when he got close to God, because nothing like being enslaved to make you get your priorities straight. So, in any case, they were minding their own business, hanging out, and he prayed 100 times a day and 100 times a night. Dude was praying, hanging out with the sheep. And then one night he had a dream where God said, "Your ship is waiting for you." And he goes, "Okay." And he just starts walking, and sure enough, there was a ship, and he's like, "Hey, man, this is my ship. Take me to Ireland, or sorry, rather back to England or Wales or whatever they called it back then. It was 4th century, 5th century. So once he was there back home, they were like, "Yay, Patrick, you're back home." And he was all like, "I'm all religious now." So he went off and became a priest, got ordained, and studied across in France. I forget the name of the place where he was ordained. Came back and was like, "Yay." He went to Rome too, I believe. Technically, he was like patricius because he was all Romanish and Latinish. Then one night he gets a dream. This dude called Victorious, or an angelic being or something, hands him a letter, and he opens the letter, and the letter is from the Irish people. I know someone that did a little book report, and it was really, really cute, where it, it had a letter like from the post box, and it said the Irish people. And so the Irish people are all like, "Hey, we need you. Come back. The call of the Irish people." I'll get to you the North. So he goes back to Ireland as a bishop. He gets ordained a bishop, and they're all like, "Yes, go and be all Catholic over there." So he goes over to Ireland and preaches, and he's so effective with the gospel that he's associated with bringing Catholicism to Ireland, the Christian faith. So dies there and is buried up in what is now currently Northern Ireland. And I always tell people, if you want to go to mass there, make sure you're going to mass there, because for reasons, the St. Patrick's Cathedral is not necessarily Catholic anymore. So you need to find that to go to mass, but you can visit his relics and all of that. People climb up the hill on their knees. It's all very pious and good. Little tip: if you see cathedral, etc., sometimes or in Ireland, it's not necessarily the Catholic anymore for reasons. Look what happened in the 16th century. So you need to find the parish. Like if you want to go to mass, you go to St. Bridget's parish. You go to St. Multos's parish. But you can still, of course, the buildings are still there. And all of that. Is there a special liturgy for St. Patrick? Always, always there is, because at any saint day, there is a special liturgy. So it's just the same as anyone else's. So if you go to mass today in any Catholic parish all around the world, it'll be something with St. Patrick for his prayers. Like just the way St. Patrick did this so cool stuff about Ireland. I don't have my missal with me, so I can't look it up. Or it's like, so may we also find Jesus. But if I find my missal later, maybe I will. So it's really just like any other saint day. St. Joseph's Day is on the 19th. St. Teresa of Avila is on the 15th. St. Therese of Lisieux is on the 1st. St. Francis of Assisi is on the 4th. But it will be a holy day of obligation in Ireland, or at least it used to be. Goodness knows what it is now. It confused my tiny bear too, but that's not hard to do. No, nor pray over. There is a pilgrimage. Oh, of course there is a pilgrimage. Yes. Yeah. To whom it may concern, please save us. Signed Ireland, says Potato Revan. Please. P.S. We will name all our daughters Mary. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Exclusive. We have an exclusive here at Miss Martin Muses. Yes, we do. Yes, we do, precious. This is what the letter from the Irish said. But don't you know, actually, the real way it said, and forgive me if I do it wrong, we will name all our daughters Mary. That's the way I'm used to hearing it. It seems like if the mom's getting mad at somebody, Mary, like you just hold it out really loud, Mary, and then, or if you're seeing your friend like, hello, Mary, that's how you do it right. And the French procreation is amazing. Oh, pronunciation. I'm assuming you're meaning, because I'm hoping I'm not procreating right here, because that is more important. Oh dear, dear, dear me. So in any case, oh, what do we have here? Alrighty, well, thank you. Thank you for everyone and your comments. Now, so we have St. Patrick's story. There were several things also, because they didn't really have a written language. So St. Patrick is associated with that because, all of his Jesus stuff he was writing. And he had to use Latin loan words to fill in some blanks. So when you look at Irish, sometimes you'll be minding your own business. You're trying to ask the teacher to go to the toilet. This is what I know completely well. Unlo catagum delgady and unlo catagum delgady and lethra smashed holly. Though I don't think there's any Latin in there. But sometimes you'll just be minding your own business and you'll just have a Latin word. The teacher yells cuteness. That's not Latin, or is it? But anyways, you will find and see a few Latinish kind of words. That's why. The French tend to procreate too much. Sincerely, the English. Wow. Yes. Unless you're making fun of the way I was saying the mayor. Yeah, I can't really do it right, obviously, because I don't have an accent. So, in any case. Whew. Well, let's have a look at some cool things in Ireland. There is an account that I like to follow on X. I think it is to do with come by our tour packages, which is fine. All right. Good for you. But they tend to really have some nice information. So I already checked this out to make certain that I wasn't doxing anything. All right. So see, it's a Tuatha, which I don't know what that means, because if it's not something that a teacher yelled at me, I wouldn't know it. Oh, look, they have it there. Laila Paldrick Sonaquit. They didn't conjugate it for the plural. Damn it. That's only if you say it to one person. But they have here, you can say, oh, yeah, you can subscribe to our free newsletter. All right. So let's look at some Irish stuff. Looks like they have some fun things for St. Patrick's Day. In honor of St. Patrick's Day, here is a lovely holy well named for the famous saint just outside of our hometown of Clonmel in South Tipperary. According to tradition, small t, the waters have curative properties for bile ailments and headaches. Yeah, Irish love wells with their saints. See, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Now, this is rare because there's actual sun. Oh, there he is. St. Patrick. Lots of candles and things, rosaries. See, Padraig Neafa. I don't know what Neafa means. Potato Ribbon says, laugh out loud, same about the British signed Ireland. Oh, ouch. Well, sadly, they literally felt like that about the Irish, and that's why they did a lot of the genocide. Okay, we can read more. Oh, wait. Read more about things to do with St. Patrick. Another day. Here we are. Look at this. Look how gorgeous Ireland is. And I always feel self-conscious because I know I don't even pronounce Ireland right. Though I still can't pronounce any R's because I got messed up by living in Ireland. I got like this R thing going on, but I don't. So I can't say American R's and I can't really say any R right. Loads of these kind of things you'll see there. Just random ancient pagan awesome things like archaeology things. It was a lovely day exploring the incredible archaeological landscape of Loch Gur in preparation for, you see, our next member's itinerary. See, they always do a lot of adverts with what they do. It is Biggles. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Happy St. Patrick's Day. We are celebrating Ireland and St. Patrick because he's awesome. Ora pro nobis, well, that's Latin. Saint Patrick, pray for us. You know, you'll see that. As our as an archaeologist, Loch Gur is one of my favorite places, says the Tuatha guy. There is a true wealth of monuments representing millennia of Irish history. And the landscape has its own atmosphere, a place that feels well lived in, where the past and present almost seems to overlap. And that is one of the beauties of Ireland. It is not uncommon to see something like this. Now, from what I understand, these are being left alone. I haven't seen any vandalisms, if you know what I mean, going on here. I find that interesting. God willing, that will not change. Look at this. Look how beautiful Ireland is. Hello, hello. All right, let's see what else they have here. Yeah, I've shown a lot of my slideshows with Ireland, so I don't want to repeat it. Oh, that's the advertisement. Yeah, if you want to see a little more of the history of the troubles, well, not the troubles, rather, but some of the sad history of Ireland. Potato Reverend and I did do a stream last year talking about it, and I also did do a stream specifically going into detail about St. Patrick. Now, check this bad boy out. The circular earthworks known as Tech Cormac's house joined to the mound known as a forag on the hill of Tara. Tech Cormac is a ring fort that likely dates to the early medieval period, whereas the forag might be a prehistoric tomb that is significantly older. Yes, again, these things are all over the place and not even excavated. Many of them aren't. They were left alone for a lot of the superstitions. I always say a lot of the superstitions about the fairies or the good folk. For some reason, I can say fairies over here, but when I go to Ireland, I'm like, I can't say fairies. They're going to come get me. You believe in fairies when you go to Ireland. It's really weird. Same thing with ghosts and all of that. You're like, "Ah, I don't believe that. But suddenly I get to Ireland. I'm like, oh my gosh. But so they believed that if you messed with them, the fairies would come get you. So that saved a lot of things. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Yes, look at that. Look at that. How beautiful that is. It's just a feast of history. And really, I can't think of anywhere where you just don't trip over these things unless you're in a city. But even in a city, you are. Hey, is there an earthquake? Oh dear. Somebody is having scones. Oh, look how good those are for afternoon tea. You know that I am a proponent of afternoon tea. Someone's showing off their scones. We endorse scones here at Miss Martin Muses. And there's nothing like a very hot, steaming cup of tea because you're so cold. It's just cold all the time. Even in the summer, you're just daggone cold. It is Steve Kenobi. Hello there, Teresa. I do hope you are well today and that you do not fall victim to the purse capacity of the leprechauns. Oh my gosh. If you don't know about the whole purse capacity thing, there was a great scene with the actor who plays Wedge and that commander guy, was it? Or who was the dude from Game of Thrones? Oh, Sir Barristan, the actors, and they just had the most British argument ever. And he said, I commend you on your purse capacity. But he said it as an insult. Yes, the leprechauns probably have purse capacity. Laugh out loud. This is Timmy. He died 1625. He's gonna he's gonna haunt you now. That's right. You see, that's the thing. It's true. Don't miss the tea alarm. No. No. See, the mermaid of Clon. Oh, I don't even know what the Clont Clontiscart Priory. I've never been there. This carving forms part of a 15th century doorway into Clontiscart Priory in County Galway. It depicts a mermaid with a comb in her right hand and a mirror to her left. She is accompanied by a shoal of fish. So if you're minding your own business, having a priory rather, hanging out with a bunch of monks, why not have a mermaid hanging out in your doorway wall? Timmy, Timmy. Yeah. You'll find a lot of weird things like this. Like you'd expect, oh look, there's St. Patrick. Oh look, there's Jesus. Oh, there's Mary. Oh, there's a mermaid. Okay. Mermaids are tasty. Yes, you would know. You would know. Yeah, polar bears like mermaids for different reasons than most humans. The depiction of a siren-like mermaid on the doorway of Clontiscart Priory, if I'm mispronouncing it, someone please but let me know, may have been a caution to the congregation to guard against the sins of lust, pride, and vanity. Ah, or maybe someone was bored. Because like here it is. Look, this is what a normal doorway would look like. See, there's that looks like St. Patrick and a few others. I don't know what the other saints are supposed to be, but yeah, there it is. Oops, that's the wrong button. Oh no, Steek. Hey, this is St. Patrick's Day, so I'm not going to say that out loud. Sometimes you just need to mermaid. Merman, Dad. Merman. Glendalough. Yeah, I've showed off Glendalough before. That's the doorway into the double doorway into Glendalough. That, as you can see, a goat decided to climb on top of the doorway. I love it. Love it. Goats tend to do that. Potato Ribbon says, "Oh, there's a church with a lot of sexual symbols all over it. I believe it." Well, there was in the cathedral in Strasbourg, I believe. Was it in Strasbourg? One of those where you're just minding your own business, and then there's a random thing of a monk drinking beer. Potato Ribbon says, "That king freaking loved mermaids. Wouldn't shut up about them." And you got to hear that in an Irish voice. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, this is Ognaglot Court Tomb in Fermanagh, rather. This remarkable megalithic tomb, hidden away in Ballintemple Wood, not far from Enniskillen in County Fermanagh, is a rare example of a dual court tomb and is likely to date to the earlier part of the Neolithic period. Yeah, look at this Neolithic stuff. And it's just out there. Frankly, I have a theory, but the reason why a lot of this stuff stays intact is because it's hard for certain people that want to destroy them to get out there. It's a lot easier to do in cities. This is a St. Patrick's cross in Carnadonna, Donegal. According to tradition, with a small t, a church was founded here by St. Patrick himself, yet there is little recorded about its early origins, though it is renowned for its unusual early sculpture. The most prominent feature is St. Patrick's cross. There we are. And you can see that's the way they used to draw. Because in the Middle Ages, they didn't go for realism. Potato Reverend says, "You don't understand, ma'am. For God's sake, McCormick, you're a king now. Shut up about mermaids. But ma'am, they are everywhere. Son, you were landlocked here. How did you hear about them? St. Patrick. Sigh, of course. Again, more true than you know." That's the way to shut up your ma'am. Just, all right. The western face of the cross is covered with broad interlace ornamentation, similar in style to St. Murray's cross slab not far away in Fan. The cross may be one of the earliest figurative high crosses in Ireland. Yeah. Gosh, there's so many beautiful crosses around. Monster Boicha has one of the best, in my opinion. Well, not just my opinion, but a lot of people. So you see, I'll look at the design. These are labors of love. Oh, check out these dudes. In this week's edition of our free Monument Monday newsletter, of course, they have to advertise, we take a trip to the quiet back roads of Bar in County Offaly, where we find one of the greatest treasures of medieval Ireland, St. Manhaun's Shrine. Oh, look at these guys hanging out. Oh, you can adopt a monument. Kilkenny! We had a lovely Sunday stroll around the storied streets of Kilkenny. Oh, this is Temple Corvoin or I don't know how to pronounce that island. The church is dedicated to Saint Corvoin, or I guess in English it's Covan. Or was it Corvoin because of the grammar? Who knows? And likely dates to the 10th century. The church has long battled with the swallowing sands. The community held a traditional method to dig it out the sand every year on the saint's feast day. Hey, that's very thoughtful. Yeah, so they've got islands in Ireland that are actually inhabited. People still live there and are probably very, very cold. What else is going on here? Da, da, da. Yeah, and if I'm mispronouncing any of these things, I really, really apologize. I am only completely sure about pronunciation that a teacher would yell at me or that we'd have to beg a teacher or prayers. Look at these. All right, let's look at a few more. Greenstone Circle, Lochgoor and Limerick. Yes, I know this one. This large and baked stone circle measures nearly 46 meters in diameter, which is formed of a near perfect green of 113 stones backed by a 9-meter wide earthen bank. It was constructed during the Neolithic period with activity spanning centuries. Check it out. If you are an archaeologist or at least an enthusiast, you will have so much fun in Ireland. My gosh, won't you? And if you can, drive a car, but if you don't feel safe, please don't drive in Ireland. Hire a driver or find a relative. This in 1922, rather, 2022, archaeological photographer Ken Williams of Who Knows made a fantastic discovery of megalithic art on one of the stones of the circle. You can see it faintly in this image. The lighter colored stone in the middle. Oh, I guess they didn't know that was there. Well, now they do. Right here. Did I say one more? This time it's really just one more. Yay! Look at that. Look at it from the top. It's wild. What's wild to me is they really knew their stuff when they made these stone circles. Scientifically, all of that. Perfect. Perfectly done. Oh, a castle. Okay, it's nothing without a castle. The remains of a medieval tower house and 3 castles in County Wicklow. This was one of a chain of 3 fortifications that once controlled a strategic crossing point of the River Liffey during the 15th century, hence the town now named Three Castles. Yeah, these are all over the place. And you can usually even climb around in them, though some are more safe than others. Definitely. Do so at your own risk. Alrighty. So that's just some pretty pictures of Ireland. I've got Pilates. It's like, how are you celebrating St. Patrick's Day? Well, there is Pilates. Well, wait, I'm still waitlisted. Oh, no, wait. I'm not waitlisted. I'm in. So I definitely will be going to Pilates today. And the family, we're going to be doing some fun stuff. We might be watching an Irish movie. Actually, it's a weird one about what's it called? It is a monster alien thing where you have to be drunk or else the alien will get you. I think it's not a serious movie. It's called Grabbers. So that's what we're planning on watching tonight. I think some people do go to mass because, like I said, it's just the daily mass for St. Patrick. Definitely, it's not an obligation to do so. And I thought it was kind of always saying people were already wearing kind of green at mass on Sunday. But of course, nothing ever trumps Sunday. Nothing ever trumps Jesus. So if you are here, well, welcome everyone coming in and those of you that will be watching on the replay. Do you have any stories of Ireland you'd like to share or anything to do with St. Patrick or St. Patrick's Day or anything of the kind? How about some movies? I like Waking Ned Devine. That's one of the best movies ever. It's really hilarious. Of course, a lot of movies are very sad and depressing. Among the movie that's so terrible It's sad and depressing for different reasons. The Banshees of Inish, I forget what island it is, but oh my gosh, that is the most pretentious. Oh, the Banshees of Inisherin. It's supposed to be a metaphor for the Irish Civil War, but wow. But it got all these awards and nominations and things, and for acting. Well, I guess it had good acting. But Potato Revan is going to be destroying that movie along with me this Friday night on his channel. It's awful. Really, really awful. But yeah, ones I like are The Commitments. That's a great movie. Good tribute to the Dublin that used to be, working class Dublin. The Snapper. That's a good one. If you want some history, my brain just went completely Michael Collins, the one with Liam Neeson. And well, that's all I can think about right now off the top of my head. But yeah. And maybe celebrate the Ireland that was, or that's being lost. Because I don't know how y'all are going to be able to reverse it. No, a lot of us are praying. It's like, ask St. Patrick for another miracle. The Lady of Knock. St. Bridget, all of them. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. But in any case, well, I'm going to be signing off. I want to thank you all for spending this part of the morning with me to celebrate a little bit of Ireland and a little bit of St. Patrick. I'm really happy to see you all here, and have a fun day. Just go ahead and have fun. Take care, every human. Yes, thank you. And all you polar bears, take care. Stay warm. You don't want to freeze to death. And thank you, Potato Revan, Steve Kenobi, Biggles Mets, Snortopupus Kubur, Norporeal Life Form, your Barmy. Let's see. Soul Extinction. Soul Extraction, Potato Revan. Oh, I'm seeing the reference that they were saying. Gotcha. Adega Outlaw, Salty Traveling Sea, Norporeal Life Form, Adega Outlaw. Let's see, what do we have? Well, if I missed anyone, it is not intentional. Sci-Fi Mombi. He popped in, say hello. Alrighty. If I miss anyone again, it is not intentional. The chat just jumps all over the place. Have fun, everyone. Thank you, Biggles. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great day. And be certain to raise a glass to St. Patrick and Ireland.